And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, and once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of The Flash, Season 7, Episode 15. Very, very interesting, but also frustrating episode of The Flash. For me personally, I mean, if you watched this episode and you enjoyed it, that's cool. I actually did enjoy this episode. My only problem is it was the villain of the episode. So, let's start. And spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. So we all know that Barry, him and Iris are trying to have a baby. They want to bring back Nora. So Barry ends up falling asleep, and we all thinking he's in his lab working, doing his thing, which we all should know is that the last time we saw Barry in his office was maybe last season, because we barely ever see Barry anywhere near his job anymore, except those moments when they actually need him to be in his job. So him being at his job was kind of odd and weird. So he ends up being there. He ends up having a dream that Nora shows up and says everything's gonna be okay. He wakes up. Excuse me. He wakes up and then he realizes Iris might be pregnant with Nora. Let's go find out. So he gets back to her. He's all happy. He's excited. He thinks Iris is pregnant. And by the way, we don't see Iris in this episode, which is kind of a letdown. But go figure, because I'm starting to, like the new version of Iris. They finally listened to us and gave us Iris that actually makes sense now. So go figure. Anyway, so, he thinks Iris is all pregnant, he's happy, he's ready, he's excited, but he doesn't want to tell the team yet. He wants to, be the one, have Iris be the one, hey guys, we're pregnant. So, he goes to Star Labs, he wants to make sure that the blood sample and the pregnancy test comes out girl. Because we all know that if he gets a girl, it's going to be Nora. Unless he ends up having a boy, which will be Bart Allen, I believe, which we already seen pictures of the actor playing Bart in costume, so that's cool because I think they filming that episode, or they already filmed it, and there might be the season finale episode. I'm not really sure. Might be twins because Nora's a part of that episode, so no idea. So anyway, he's excited. He thinks he's about to have a baby. He's excited. He's ready to go. And then, of course, something happens where Godspeed shows up, but it's not just one Godspeed, it's multiple Godspeeds. They all show up, and they cause havoc across Central City. And Barry's got to stop him. He gets help from Killer Frost. And, of course, Mark, that bartender guy that Killer Frost has a crush on with the bootleg bracelets to give him ice powers. He gets involved because now he's a good guy, apparently. So, that's cool, I guess. I mean, they wanted to give Killer Frost a love interest anyway. But yet, still not for Caitlin. We need to do a hashtag, give Caitlin a boyfriend or something. Or a girlfriend. It doesn't really matter. But anyway. So Barry, Mark, Killer Frost, Chester, they're all trying to figure out how to stop Godspeed from pretty much destroying the city. While that's going on, we have Joe doing his own thing with that mysterious cop lady that he thought was bad at one point, but we find out what actually happened with her. She got betrayed by her brother, apparently. So that's why she hates metahumans. Go figure. And Caitlin's a little busy with Allegra, helping out Ultraviolet with surgery, trying to fix her up, and that takes Caitlin's time. So, and like I said before, Iris is not in this episode. And, we obviously got lots of Godspeeds pretty much put the smackdown on Barry. And then other Godspeeds show up, and then they start attacking the other Godspeeds. It just became a very weird Civil War type of fight where everybody was just fighting each other. Even Barry was so confused that he had no idea what was going on. And then, of course, the end of the episode, we find out that Iris is not pregnant yet. And then, of course, Barry finding out, oh, are we even destined to have Nora, bring back Nora? No, wait, he has no idea. And then, of course, the very end of the episode, it shows Joe and that woman he was with in a car. It explodes, and it just ends there. Is Joe dead? Not really. I don't believe he's dead. I'm sick and tired of seeing people getting blown up in cars, and then we find out that they're alive in the next episode or in the next movie or whatever, depending on what they're doing. Like I said, I thought this episode was okay, but I'm getting sick and tired of the speedsters, man. I really am. Speedsters have got to go. They got to give us some old villains again. Give us Boomerang. Give us Captain Cold. Do not give us Thinker again. I'm not going through the Thinker again. No way. That was the worst season of The Flash ever. I'm sorry, it was. But, yeah. I'm done with the speeches. I just miss Reverse Flash. I just miss him. He's like the best. He always will be the best. At this point, I even take Zoom. At least Zoom was cool, and so was Savitar. But I'm done with the fake clone versions of Godspeed, and then, you know, what's next? They're going to give us Death Speed, the Batman version, but obviously they can't use Batman, so they're going to make it the Barry version. If they give us that version, I'm done. I think I'm done with The Flash, because honestly, I'm getting kind of tired. The only reason I even watch the show anymore, because I like The Flash, and I think his character's cool, and they have Killer Frost, and she's awesome. Iris is finally better now, so they fixed that problem. So, you know, they just got to fix this whole speedster fighting every other week episode. It gets kind of annoying. And they killed Abracadabra, so they can't use him anymore. The Shade's going to be in Stargirl, so they can't use him. You know, every Arrow villain is dead, so there's that. It just gets too much, and I don't know. They need to fix it. But other than that, I know what they're setting up. They're trying to set up that Barry, you know, thinks he's not going to have a kid, and then he ends up meeting his son from the future. I thought this ending was going to show that he was going to have a boy with Iris, and that was going to set up Bart Allen to show up, or yeah, Bart Allen showing up, and then, you know, somehow Nora comes back from another timeline or something, or another Earth, and it's not really his daughter, and they were just going to hang out or something. I thought they were going to do something like that, but I guess not, so they just going to have to keep trying to have children, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So, leave a comment below, let me know what you guys thought about the episode, because honestly, it was a cool episode. I do like the theory that, you know, Barry was fighting different versions of Godspeed, and they were trying to take his speed again, but there really was no agenda. They were just trying to attack Barry. There was no real reason for him to take his powers. They didn't take any of his powers. They tried, and it didn't work. So what was the really motivation for that? No idea, but what can you do? So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good night.